Okay, today we're going to focus on solving right triangles. So for the agenda, we basically accomplished our mission, and we're going to be doing some examples, or one example. So here, let me take it back to our objective or our goal in mind. We began this topic with one goal in mind, and that was to solve triangles, finding all the lengths as well as all of the angles. Now, the promise of trig was that if we knew one ratio on one side, then we had everything we needed in order to solve for the missing sides of any right triangle. And we've looked at this extensively, and that's why I say mission accomplished, because we have a lot of techniques for solving for the lengths of a right triangle, and we learned the inverse trig functions that help us into figuring out the unknown angles. For the lengths, if we know two sides, and we want to find the third, we can always apply Pythagorean theorem. Or if we know all of the ratios, for example, if we're in a situation where we have a 30-60-90 or a 45-45-90, then it's game over. We know how to navigate all around that triangle. We also learned how to apply trigonometric functions in order to find some missing lengths. And on the other hand, to find the angles, we learned that we can apply those inverse trig functions. Also, something that we can do is we can use the fact that angles in a triangle sum to 180 degrees. If we know two angles, we can subtract them from 180 and get the missing one. So let's do an example where we apply some of these techniques. So example 1. So first, I want you to explore this. So given triangle KLM, I want you to first explain how you would find each of the following. So don't necessarily solve it. I want you to explain to me how you would go about into trying to do this. Alright, so try this for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then when we come back, I can guide you and I can show you one way in which you can solve this triangle.